You can play with this, or you can play with that. You can eat up this, or you can eat up... Whoa. Oh, we're recording. Hello everyone, welcome to Fat Dad, Slim Dad Parenting episode number 8. Choices. Choices. Not the Nicholas Sparks book, The Choice. Not the clothing website. Not the education group. We're talking one of the strongest parenting strategies for toddlers through teens, applicable to anyone of all ages, and awesome to combat and prevent power struggles. Choices. Right off the bat, this is by far one of my most used, most successful, and favorite parenting strategies. I thought to myself when starting this channel, did I want to even lead off with this one, or did I want to take some time and introduce some other important background information first? Obviously the latter, since this is episode number 8. Let's talk about making some choices. Believe it or not, when you offer a child choices, you're helping them learn respect. Young children don't naturally show respect for someone else. They usually think about themselves, and only themselves. Well, that, I guess, could be said for teenagers as well. And adults. Okay, respect is something that's learned for people of all ages. However, by offering a child a choice, whether it's picking a color to draw with or a snack to have, you're giving that child power. And in turn, they will be supplying you with an answer. Use this to show respect by encouraging positive behavior. How, you might ask? Well, like this. It sounds like you're really hungry. Do you want to have some chicken or pasta for lunch? You're getting ready for the day. Let's pick a shirt. Do you want to wear the green one, or do you want to wear the blue one? By adding some encouragement to your statement and acknowledging the kids, you're showing them that you're paying attention. They'll notice. They'll also begin to respond in a positive manner to other questions and activities. It really is a win-win. The one main rule I have for choices is that when you offer choices, they shouldn't consist of more than 2 or 3 things max. But the more choices you offer, the harder it gets. Now, not all choices will be given when there is already some cooperation. Choices can be given, and are often given, when there is a misbehavior, especially power. When a child is seeking power, they are demanding, screaming, ranting, and offering a choice is a great way to give them some power while you take back control of the situation. This works really well with toddlers and preschoolers, but as I mentioned, teens, and in my experiences, your spouse and your parents. How often has the crisis been averted when the family can't decide what to do for dinner and now break out, all right, are we having pizza or are we getting Chinese food? I've eliminated all other possibilities. They could still make the choice from those 2 options. Needless to say, we eat sooner, and I'm a happy dad. Let's take a look at some examples, focusing on kids, not parents. A child is making some noise or annoying you while you're on the phone. A good power choice for the child would be, I see that you're really active right now. Well, since I'm on the phone, you can either play quietly, or you can play outside. Or if you're already outside, you can play quietly till I'm off the phone, or you can go back inside and be as loud as you need to be. Which do you want to do? What about if they're indecisive about picking one of their toys or choosing a color to draw with from a box of 64 crayons? We're going to be leaving in a few minutes. You can choose to bring the teddy bear or the stuffed piggy. I see that you're drawing a really big picture. Do you want to use the pink or the purple crayon next? And if your child is fussy about eating in general, it's breakfast time. You can either have a cereal or a muffin. Which would you like? And sometimes when kids refuse to eat any of their food, or a specific food, alright, I see that you're getting full. Now you have a number of peas that are left here. You can either eat 3 more peas, or 5 more peas. How many more peas do you want? 3 or 5? Choices can also be used in conjunction with consequences. After a period of time, let's say your child should come up for a bath, and they don't want to. A choice with the consequence could be, it's time to get ready for bed. You can either come up now and we read a story together after bath time, or you can spend 5 more minutes downstairs playing and there's no story after bath time. Do you want a story or do you not want the story? Stubborn about bedtime altogether? Alright, listen, we're going up the stairs. You can either walk up on your own accord or I can carry you. How do you want to go up? Either way that the child chooses, they're still going upstairs to bed. The hard thing with choices for parents is you really need to stick with the consequences if they're present. And by persevering with choices and sticking with those consequences, after a while, your child will begin to accept them when they're associated with these choices, as long as they're natural or logical. Again, if your child is upset with the outcome they chose, let them know that they have decided they could be given another choice tomorrow. Giving choices is a really great strategy. And as I've mentioned, it's one of my favorites. But the funny thing is, my son and daughter, born 13 minutes apart, respond to different types of choices. I'll go more into detail when we start covering advanced choices, but to give you a little example, my daughter, would you like to color with pink or purple? Here's the thing, she's drawing right now. It's her choice to draw. If she's upset for whatever reason, and I use choices to distract her by offering her, let's say, to draw or play with dolls, she won't respond well to that choice because, although she's getting power from it, she'll respond better to iMessages prior to offering choices. Again, iMessages we'll cover soon. But after she's selected her activity, that's when she really responds to choices. My son, on the other hand, commands power in the way of respect. I can't ask him to walk up the stairs or be carried. Those are terrible choices for him. But I can get him to go up the stairs if I ask for help. Asking to bring either a pair of socks or a pair of shoes or something to his room before bed. Hey, listen, buddy, I need to go upstairs. I need to bring these socks and these shoes to get ready for tomorrow. I can't bring all of this. Do you want to take socks or shoes? He responds much better with respectful cooperational choices. Now, the fun part about this is when they start to offer each other choices on how they want to play together. My son will ask my daughter if she wants to play with trains or she wants to play with the toy vacuum. My daughter will say, do you want to have a tea party or practice karate or something? And for over a year of offering choices, I've only had one problem with the kids since they started offering each other choices. Which is when my son asked my daughter if she wanted to get into the bathtub with her clothes on by either climbing in or jumping in. That mess is another story for another day. And with that, if you've learned anything or have taken anything away, please like, subscribe, and share. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, FDSD81, fatsecret.com by searching Fat Dad Slim Dad, and check out some of my other videos. But before I go, let me ask you this. Have you given your child any choices when it comes to a power struggle? How did they work out? Next time a power struggle is about to erupt, are you going to offer your kids choices or try something different? You see what I did there? Huh? I look forward to reading your responses to these questions in the comments section. And always, but more and most importantly, take care of yourself and your kids.